Welcome to today's Pilates flow workout. I'm Shaina from Shaina Falcone Fitness. I'm going to be leading you through a full body feel good Pilates flow today. We're going to work through the spine, work out all the kinks, strengthen the abs, and we're going to get a little upper body work in there as well. No equipment needed. I'd like you to join me on your mat, and we're going to start in a child's pose. So let's bring the hands forward, sink back into the hips. You can just wiggle those hips out side to side. Let everything loosen up. We're gonna do a roll forward into our plank prep. So we're gonna push our hands into the mat, curl our tailbone under, round through the spine, and then lift up through the chest and head at the end. Hold it here, deep breath, and then push the mat away, pressing your palms down to sink it back. Let's go really slowly here. So we tuck the tailbone under, your head is gonna stay down. You're gonna roll through the spine, open up, lift through the chest, and then push the mat away as you sink back. Just enjoy this feel-good movement for the spine. We tuck the tailbone under. Your spine is really rounded here, and then we're opening up, reaching long through the top of the head, and then pushing back, sliding those shoulders up your back. Let's do two more. We roll, lift up at the top, open it up, hold for a second, elbows are soft, and then push off, straight arms slide back. Let's do one more, roll it up. You're in this nice plank prep position here. We're gonna hold it. We're gonna squeeze our elbows in towards our body. We're just gonna bend those elbows about halfway down. Little push up right away to start the workout. I know, ooh, fire right from the beginning. We're squeezing our elbows in towards our shirt. So we're targeting the back of the arms a little bit more by making this a really narrow push up. And you can just go about halfway down. If you wanna go all the way down, feel free. We're going inhale down, exhale up. Let's try two more. Can you spread open your fingers? Can you push your mat away? Last one, and now sink it all the way back. We're gonna do a couple more of those rolls. So we're gonna roll into that plank prep. Open up the chest, lift it up, and then push it all the way back. Again, we're gonna roll forward, open up. Good, we're really trying to get the spine moving here. So we start with a curled spine, and then we open up, lifting up through the head, and then push back. Let's do one more. We're gonna roll all the way up, hold it here. Second set of those push-ups, squeeze the elbows in, breathe in, breathe out. You can make this so small, whatever feels good for you. Let's try to squeeze the elbows in. So take a look, see if your elbows are out to the side, pull them into your shirt. Just breathe down and up. With every push-up, you're getting a little bit stronger. Two more. Powerful push off the mat. One more, hold it here. Sink it back, just wiggle out those hips. And now we're gonna pull the hands in and roll it up one vertebra at a time, coming onto our knees. We're gonna roll the shoulders out. Let's give those shoulders a little break. We're gonna lift up like we're being pulled to the ceiling. Your palms are gonna come up and then they're gonna push down. So we're just doing some rotation through the shoulder joint. Palms up, drop it down. Feels so good to move through the shoulders, especially if you're feeling kind of stiff and tight. Let those shoulders move. Our bodies feel so much better when we move them. Our mind feels so much better when we move our body. It's a nice little cycle if you can get into a consistent workout routine for mind and body. Bring it down, rotate. Let's lift up out of the knees, lifting towards the ceiling. Two more. One more here. We're gonna bring it up. Let's just bring the palms in, and we're just gonna go a little open and close, open and close. Open the chest here, lifting up out of your head. We're gonna do 4 and 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna drop the elbows. They're gonna come down, lift it open. I'm gonna add to this movement as the arms or the elbows come down. We're gonna go into a hinge, bring it up and open. It's a long spine here, hinge. We're reaching out and up through our tailbone. Bring it down and then open. Feels so nice to open the chest. It's a great stretch. 2 more, down and open. We're gonna hold the hinge, hold it here. Just push the palms back. And now the tiniest bend you've ever done, bend and press. Let's lift through the tailbone, wiggle it, shake it out. Lift through the top of the head. We're going 4, 3, 2, hold. You're gonna turn your palms to face the front, tiny little lifts. Squeezing your pinky fingers closer together. They're probably not gonna come that close together, but you're squeezing them in. 4, 3, 2, flip the palms, push up, up, up. So now we're squeezing the thumbs closer together. Ooh, really feeling that in my back. Let's get a little lower in our hover. Lifting up through your backside. 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Tiny circles away from the body, up and away. And then we kind of squeeze under the armpit, up and around. 2, and reverse. Up and around, let your breath flow here. Up and around. 4, 3, 2, let's bring the arms up, float them up, and then hinge it back. We're just folding at the hips here, lifting up and pushing the air away. Bring it up. Getting that backside fired up here. We have 4. Wait for it, it's gonna get special. 2 more. This one is gonna hold back, hold it here. Now, don't hate me. Little tiny lift and then lower. So it's kind of like a hover, lift and lower. Mini squat here in this kneeling position. Whoo! I know the backside is talking. It is fiery. It's not forever, you can do this. 4 more. Woo, building up endurance. 3, 2, last one. Hold it here, just 1 more set of pulses. What? I know that you can do it though. We just have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. How good does that feel? Circle it around. We're coming back into that seated position, child's pose, and we're gonna roll back into that plank prep. We've already done this, so you know it. We curl, tucking the tailbone under, roll it forward, lift through the chest, and now push into the mat as you slide back. We're doing a couple more of these, and then we're gonna go into a little plank series. So modify, adjust as you need to. Let's do 2 more. Curl, tailbone really tucks, and then it opens as the chest lifts, and then push back, long arms, lengthening through the arms here. 1 more, roll it out, and then sink it back. Next time, we're gonna hold it out, and we're gonna go into a plank. So roll it out. If your wrists are bothering you, you could do this from your elbows. Otherwise, you're gonna curl the toes under, push through your heels, bring it up. Let's just hold it here. Firm press through the heels, firm press into the mat, head is lifted. Just breathe. We're gonna drop the knees and then keep the toes down, bring it back. Let's try that again. Roll forward. Opening up into plank, elbows are soft, you push up, hold. Pressing back through the heels. Feeling like you're reaching out through the top of your head, so strong. And then let those knees come down. Sink it back. We're gonna do 2 more like this. So we roll. Open up the chest. Push off. I want you to take this moment to feel so strong. Strong in your body, strong in your mind. Drop your knees. Sink it back. Let's try last one here. We roll forward. Now we're gonna hold it in the plank. So we're gonna push up, hold it here. Pressing back through your heels, we're gonna go into a downward facing dog, and we're gonna lift the heels up. So you're going up onto a high heel here in this pike position, and then we're gonna lower into plank, pushing your heels back. So heels are gonna lower. Now push off into that pike, heels are gonna lift. Getting some really nice ankle work here. Lower into plank, press those heels back firmly. Maybe we exhale as we scoop up into this pike and lift the heels. Ooh, I love this one. Full body stretch and strength here. Press through the heels. Now push off the mat, lift the heels into a really nice pike here, hips to the ceiling. And then bring it down, press out through the heels, out through the head. Let's do 3 more, pike it up. Heels lift, and then press back through the heels as they lower. 2 more, heels lift. Try to get that nice stretch through the feet. Bring it back. And we have 1 more, pike it up. Lifting to the ceiling. Bring it out, hold 3, 2, drop the knees. Let's uncurl the toes, sink it back. Whew, okay, everything's fired up. We're gonna go into a little side plank series. Again, if you need to drop to your elbows or drop to your knees, go ahead. We're gonna curl the toes under. Let's roll it forward into that plank prep. We hold it here. We push off the mat, lift through the heels. You're gonna take your back leg and you're gonna bring it towards me, step through. You're gonna push off your back arm. Boom, open up. Pushing off this top leg here, hold it here. We're gonna do 1 arm circle, so bring it around, sweep it forward, bring it up, yes, turn it down. We're going very slowly here, step through. Let's go to the other side, front knee bends. It steps across. Now you could just hold it here if the other part felt too much. Otherwise, you push off the mat, lift off. You're pressing off all your contact points on the mat here. We're gonna do a circle with the arm, reach forward, bringing around, bring it up, twist to the mat, bring it center, drop the knees down, sink it back. We're going through that a couple more times. We're gonna see if we can do it a little faster. Here we go, roll it out. I want you to modify as you need to, push it off. We're gonna take that back leg, step forward, push off the mat, lift it up. 1 circle here, bring it up, lift higher, drop it down, step it back, bend that front knee, step through, push off, hold it, lift up, little circle here, bring it up, drop it down, come through the center, knees drop, and down. We're gonna go through it 1 more time. I wanna feel your energy from here. Let's go, roll it forward. Push up into that plank, firmly out through the heels. Back leg bends. Step it forward. You're pushing off the mat to lift, pushing into that top foot. Let's go into the circle. Bring it up. Extra little lift here, why not? Bring the hand down, bring it center. Hold there for a second. Now bend that front knee, step across. Push off the mat. Bring the arm up, lift the hips. We circle around, bring it up, twist back to the mat, step it in, drop the knees, sink it back. Ooh, let's just roll it up here. Give those shoulders a little break. Ooh, we're gonna come into the center and drop down onto our side. So we're gonna place the elbow under the shoulder. Start with the knees bent here, and we're just gonna take that back leg, foot comes flat. You're gonna take the front leg, extend it out, and then bring it out on a little diagonal. Just flex the foot, tiny lift. We're right here. Inner thigh lifts. Pushing that back foot down, back knee is up to the ceiling. We're just gonna hang out here for a little bit. If this feels like too much on your shoulder, you could lie all the way down or bring your hand underneath your head, but we do have a little plank series coming up. So if you can stay up, let's push off the mat. Whew. Up and down. Let's try 5, 4, 3, 2. Now drop the leg. I said we had a little plank lift. Ooh, I'm gonna reach this arm up. We're gonna push off this top foot here, press into the mat, little lift and down. Let's try it again. Reach to the ceiling, little lift and down. So you're pushing off the back foot, the edge of the front foot is pressing into the mat, and we're trying to lift those hips up and down. We have 3 more. Bring it up and down. Reach up to the ceiling and down. Let's do 1 more. We're gonna turn this into a combo. Let's bring the hand behind the head. We do 1 lift of that bottom leg, little inner thigh lift. Drop it down, press up into the plank, hips lift, and drop. Join me. Bring it up, bottom leg. Lift it. You got it. Whew, it is challenging, I know. It's a really full body, hips, obliques, shoulders, inner thigh. It's all happening. Bring it up, lift, and press. We have 2 more. And then there's a little finale move, which is optional. 1 more. Now you can stay down on the mat. We're gonna do a little rotation here, or you can come up, rotation, and up. The elbow drops. It lifts to the ceiling. Woo, pushing off that back leg. 2 more. 1 more, hold and drop. Let's bend the knees. Woo, we're gonna come down either here or all the way down. And we're gonna lift up underneath our ribs. So we're not sinking, taking that top leg, just a little lift and lower. Once I have you moving, we're gonna kind of focus on form. I want you to roll your hips forward. So we have the leg almost turned in a little bit. Your heel is up, your toes are down. There is a space between your ribs and the mat, so we're very active through our waistline here. So much going on, I know. Tiny little lift here. You got it. For 4, for 3, for 2, we're gonna hold it up here, flex and point. Really get the feet stretching. I don't know how much you stretch your feet during the day, but this is your time. Give your feet some love. 2 more. Woo. 1 more. Hold that foot flexed. You're gonna bring it in just barely and push it out. It is not knee to the chest. It's a tiny kick, and you're emphasizing that push out. So I want you to picture something there that you need to push away. Push it out of the way, get rid of it. Sometimes I like to say, there's a box of all your anxiety. Take that heel, push it away. Whatever you don't want, get rid of it. I'd love to know, what is in the box? What are you pushing away? 2 more. Woo. 1 more, hold it here. You're gonna go down and up, in and out. Try it. Tap the toe, lift it up, bend and press. Tap your toe, but not your heel. I know it's hard. Tap your toe, little push. Yes, tap your toe, bend and press really far away. Woo, tap the toe, bend and press. We have 2 more. Tap, bend and press. We have 1 more. Tap, bend and press. We're gonna hold it here. Tiny little push off this bottom arm. Tiny little push. Whew. Okay, that first one was a little reality check. Now, another way I like to do this is I like to take the hand here. There we go. And then I get up a little further. So we push up and down. You're wrapping that bottom hand around your waist. Exhale and down. Exhale. Okay, back into the arms. We're just transitioning here. Lower body, upper body. Now, if you were feeling so spicy and crazy today, you could lift the leg up. Totally up to you. Whew. I'm always feeling a little crazy, so I'm just gonna hang on here with that leg lift. You know what? There's only 4 more. Breathe it out. Pushing firmly into that mat. 1 more. Woo, let's bend the knees in, push it up. Can we take a nice little rotation here? Just stretch out the spine. We're gonna swoop the legs around, And it's all gonna happen again on the other side. Let's line up the elbow directly under the shoulder. Plant that back leg, okay? Bottom leg is bent, and then we take it on the diagonal. Let's just start those lifts. Tiny little lifts. So innocent at first, and then we get into the burn. Bring it up and down. In these workouts, the burn is so temporary. It's just that point when you reach fatigue. It's okay to stop, regroup, join when you're ready, okay? There's no shame in taking breaks. Our body needs them. So always just listen to your body. Up and down. We're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, drop it down. Get ready to push off this back foot. Lift it up. We're lifting into that little hip lift here. Ooh, it's a nice stretch for the hips too. And tap it down. You push off the mat, lift through the back foot, and down. This may feel very different on one side than the other, and that's okay. It's very rare that our body is perfectly balanced and everything feels the same on each side. That's why it's important to work each side on its own. 3, drop down, push off. 2, do you remember what happens? 1, we're going into the combo. Adjust as you need to, hand behind the head, inner thigh lift, bottom leg lift. Now push off that back foot, push into the mat, and down. So we do 1 inner thigh and 1 little modified side plank. Bring it down. Woo, push it up. Bring it up and down. And maybe smile. I don't know if you feel like smiling right now. Sometimes when it's hard, I smile a bit more. We have 1 more. Do you remember what happened? We're gonna go into that rotation. Let me show you the option. Hips stay down, or if you're in that plank, rotate, lift it up. Your elbow drops, elbow lifts to the ceiling. Very small, tiny twist here. It does not need to be big. 2 more. 1 more. Ooh, let's lower it down. Just bend the knees in. You can prop yourself up, lifting underneath the ribs. We're gonna bring the leg out, roll the hips forward, and let's just start to move, and then we can kind of adjust our form as we move. So we're putting our weight into this top arm here, so we can roll those hips forward. There's space. You can bring your hands underneath your ribs. Feel that space. Feel like you're zipping up a zipper underneath your belly button. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. Deep breaths here. Just let your breath flow through this section. Little tiny lifts here. See if you can roll a bit more forward. Love this one for targeting the backside. We have 4, 3. You're gonna hold it up right here. Hold. Now really stretch through the toes. Flex the foot, roll through the foot, and point. Good. Lead with the toes. Toes. Yes. Flex and point. Stretch out the feet. Energy out through your toes, energy out through your heel. 1 more, flex and point. We're gonna hold the flex. It's a tiny little bend, but it's a big press. I want you to go to a straight leg. So we're trying to actually get a stretch through the back of the thigh by really stretching and reaching out through the heel. Bring it in, push further than you think you can. Okay, get that little motivation of thinking, what do you need to push away? I don't know, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a feeling, maybe, I don't know. You tell me. My imagination can run wild, so I'd rather hear from you. What are you pushing away here? In and out. Something that is not gonna serve you in your life, that you don't need anymore. With power, push it away. You have 4. You have 3. You have 2. You have 1. We're gonna put it together. Lower, tap the toe, lift, in and out. We're trying to tap the toe down, in and out. Now, after this, we have a very spicy Little ab series coming up. I am both excited and a little nervous for it. Whew. So that is what is next in today's Pilates flow. I know you're already like, okay, but I still feel this. Yeah, I know. Whew. Only 2 more. Bring it in, push it out. Remember how strong you are. Last one. Ooh, drop it down here. Bring it in. Let's take it up and just do a nice little rotation through the spine. And then we're gonna swing it around and we're gonna do a nice and slow roll down onto our back. Let's just bring the hands up, push the palms down. We're gonna do a little scoop halfway back, just a little bit halfway back. Bring it up. Let's push our heels into the mat. Rolling our waistband towards the mat. You're gonna roll to the point where you feel like that's the farthest you can roll. Lift it up. We go from long spine to a curled C-shaped spine. Now let's inhale, reach it up. Exhale, think of scooping and rolling back. We're gonna do 2 more, these half roll backs. Roll and lift. 1 more, halfway back, curling into that C shape and up. And now we're gonna roll all the way back here, very slowly, rolling your waistband towards the mat. Let those arms come back, reach overhead, circle them around. Bend the knees here. Ooh, we're gonna lift your top leg, your front leg. I'm gonna say it's your right leg up to tabletop, and you're gonna extend the left leg. Let's make a basket with the hands. We're gonna curl or bring the hands back behind the head. Deep breath in, and we're gonna do a little curl up. So it's a little curl, your shirt wrinkles, and down. I'm gonna give you a lot of options as we go through this today. So option 1 is to keep that bottom leg flat on the mat. If you would like a little challenge, you're gonna float that leg up and try to just gently pull your waistband back into the mat. As you curl up, eyes are on your thighs or your knee. Ooh. Okay, 2 more. Oh my goodness. 1 more. We're gonna hold the upper body up. That straight leg is gonna do a tiny lift and lower. Little tiny lift. This can be really small. Up and down. 3. Can you stay curled up? Can you keep your shoulder blades off the mat? 1 more. Eyes to thighs. Now we're gonna go tap and lift. Okay, just get into a little flow with it. Don't let yourself overthink it. Tap and lift. Woo, if you need to flex your feet, if your feet need a little break, that's okay. If your upper body needs to go down, also okay. 2 more. We're gonna add a rotation, I know, towards that bent knee. I said it was gonna be fiery. Take a break anytime you need it. Exhale. Now let's try to push our head back into our arms. So we're taking the weight of our head into our arms here. 2 more. 1 more. You're gonna hold the twist. Keep the legs moving. Tap and reach. Woo! At any time you can put that back leg, the bottom leg down, and just do that bent tap. 1 more. Hold it here. You're gonna connect the legs. Tiny lower, tiny lift. Really scooping in through the abdominals. I know. 3, 2, curl up a little higher. 1, knees bend. Bring it in, rock side to side. Okay, now you know it. We're just gonna do it on the other side. Let's extend the right leg. Let's bring it out. Left leg is bent at tabletop. Make a basket with your hands. Push your head backwards into your arms, and we curl up our shirt wrinkles. Then it comes down. Let's go. Exhale. And inhale. Eyes to your thighs as you curl up. Remember that option. Float the leg. Oh, it's not easy. 3, 2. We're gonna lift that right leg. Hold the upper body. Remember, upper body can be down. Does not have to be lifted. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna add that tap. So we go lift and tap. See if you can stay curled up. You wanna have some wrinkles around your rib cage. Are you ready? You're gonna add that rotation to the bent knee. Rotate, bring it up. Exhale and inhale, eyes to thighs as you come up. through center, 2. Are you ready? I'm gonna have my back to you. Hold it, hold the twist, keep the legs. Yes. See if you can twist a little further. Look down at the mat. Woo. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna bring the legs together, okay? And then we just tiny lower and lift. This is called passe position. 2 more. Yes, 1 more. Woo, bring it in and down. Let's just rock side to side. Bring the legs up to tabletop, palms out. Instead of knees into the chest, let's push the legs away. Deep breath. We're going over to the right, rocking just to that point of control. Exhale, draw it back to center, over to the left. So only go as far as you feel like you can go and still have the strength to pull up from your center. We go side. Feel that waistline lengthen, and then you're using the opposite waistline to pull in. So as we go over to the left, we're using that right oblique to pull us in. Let's do 2 more. Twist, and then reach center. You can push your palms down if you want more support. Over, rocking back and forth on the hips, and center. Bring the knees into the chest. We're just gonna bring one knee in. We're gonna finish things off today on our stomach with some extension work. So let's just have the legs maybe hip width apart or a little bit further if that feels comfortable for you. We're gonna bring our hands behind our head and we're gonna do a tiny little lower and hover, very small. Your eyes are on the mat, toes are heavy into the mat, down and hover. 3 more. I like to exhale down, inhale up, but you do the breath that works for you. Okay, hold it here. You're gonna reach those elbows out. We're gonna tap side and center. If your elbow doesn't tap all the way down to the floor or the mat, that's fine. It's just a little rock side to side and center. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, let's bring the hands now in front of the forehead. Tiny little lift and down and down. So we've just changed the hand position here. Ooh. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Again, we're gonna try with those taps. Tap down. Now we might be able to go, ooh, a little further. Tap down, tap down. Such a small move, but it can be so intense. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, let's bring the hands down to the side. Keep this low hover off the mat, and we're just gonna float the arms up, press them down. Tiny little goalpost lift here. Bring it up and down. How we doing? We're almost to the end, but we wanna work evenly today, so I wanna get some work through that back side of our body. 4 more. And 3, get ready. We're gonna hold the arms up. 2, hold them here. We're gonna stretch the arms forward. Let your shoulders lift towards your ears and then drag the shoulder blades towards your back pocket as you pull the elbows back. We go forward and then we drag the elbows back. Reach forward. You're pulling towards your back pockets. Reach, let those shoulders just slide up and down along your back. We just want freedom of movement here through our shoulders. Let's do 2 more. Reach and back. 1 more. Ooh, bring the hands down, maybe a little bit wider than your mat. Let's open up the legs, rotate them out so toes are facing out. We're gonna take a deep breath in. We're gonna push off the mat. Hip bones lift, hold it here, reaching out through the top of your head. And then we gently, slowly lengthen it down. You may feel like you wanna bring your arms a little wider. Deep breath in, we push off. It's like you have a beautiful necklace and you wanna show the world. What would your necklace be made of? let me know. Here we go, bring it up. We're going into our swan dive prep here. Let's do one more, just the upper body. Spread out the fingers, push it up. Lifting through the chest. And next time, we're gonna add the legs. So let's do a nice lift through the chest. Open up nice and wide across your collarbones. You're gonna lower and then lift the legs up, trying to make a smile shape with your body. So we push off the mat, lift through the chest. Picture your body as a smile. Both ends are lifting up. Feet are gonna reach towards the ceiling. You lower. Rock onto your ribs, feet lift towards the ceiling. Bring it up. Keep that smile shape. Another way to think of it is you're a human banana. So you don't want the top of the banana to droop. Lift it up. Woo, rock and lift. Let's do a couple more. Reaching those legs up and away, up to the ceiling. One more. Keep showing off that necklace. Hold it up at the top. Look to one side. Release the jaw. Release the neck. Bring it down. Ooh. Let's bring it in here. And we're just gonna bring our hands back. You're gonna bend in one leg. You're gonna grab on. We're going into a rocking prep. You're gonna bend the other leg. Now maybe it's not gonna grab for you, okay? That's fine. You could just be here and do a little push off. If you're able to grab your ankles or your feet, we're gonna take a deep breath in, push our feet into our hands, lift through the chest, and then lower. It's okay if it's really, really small. The key is pushing the feet into the hands, lifting up and down. Let's try 3 more. Push the feet into the hands, open it up. Feels so good to open up, so let's do 2 more. Push those feet into the hands, arms go straight and down. 1 more. Push the feet, open it up and down. Let's bring the legs out, open those knees. Let's sink it back here. Wiggle the hips. We're just gonna take the hands in underneath your shoulders. Let's open up the top arm, reach to the ceiling, bend, thread the needle, reach it out again, open it up. I like to end with a nice spinal twist to wring everything out here. Good, bring it up. 1 more. Let's just hold this for a second. Take your top arm, reach it out. I want you to take a big deep breath, opening through your ribs. Nice big exhale, sink into it. And bring it front. Pull the hands in. I'm gonna have my back to you here as we open up. Nice twist to the ceiling, bend the arm, thread the needle. It comes under, and then we lift it up, hold, reach, thread the needle under. 1 more time. Lifting up, nice and long, and then just fold it under. We're gonna hang out here. Stretch your arm, wiggle your hips back. Let's take a nice deep cleansing breath. You open up into the ribs. Exhale, let it all go. Both hands forward, sink it back. We're gonna roll it up. Let your head come up last. Let's take a nice deep breath together to finish things off. So I want you to inhale. If you can, close your eyes. And on this exhale, I want you to let everything go. All your stress, all your worries, just feel it melt out of your body here. Shake it out, and you are done. Thank you so much for joining me for this Pilates flow. I hope you feel amazing. If you want more from me, you can find me at ShainaFalconeFitness.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.